On a sunny day in the meadow, Jackson was playing with his friends when he stumbled upon a tiny mouse. The mouse introduced himself as Brian and told Jackson about his family who had been kidnapped by an ogre. Jackson, being the brave boy he was, decided to help Brian rescue his family. Together, Jackson and Brian set out on their journey to the ogre's castle. They walked for hours and finally reached the castle gates. The guards at the gate were sleeping, so they quietly snuck past them and entered the castle. As they made their way through the castle, they heard cries coming from the dungeon. They rushed down to find Brian's family locked up in a cell. They quickly unlocked the cell and freed the mice. However, as they were leaving the castle, they were caught by the ogre. The ogre was furious and demanded to know what they were doing in his castle. Jackson explained that they were trying to rescue Brian's family. To their surprise, the ogre had a kind heart and was moved by their story. He explained that he had only captured the mice because he was lonely and wanted friends. The ogre apologized for his actions and offered to help them on their quest. Together, they set out to find a magical key that would unlock a secret door to a hidden treasure. The key was guarded by a fierce dragon, but with the ogre's help, they were able to defeat the dragon and retrieve the key. As they made their way back to the castle, they were confronted by the evil queen who wanted the treasure for herself. She had an army of trolls and goblins with her, but the ogre and Jackson were not afraid. They fought bravely and were able to defeat the queen and her army. With the treasure in hand, they returned to the ogre's castle. The ogre was overjoyed to have new friends and offered to share the treasure with them. Jackson and Brian were grateful for the ogre's help and promised to visit him often. From that day on, Jackson and Brian visited the ogre often and had many adventures together. They learned that even the scariest of creatures could have a kind heart and that true friendship knows no boundaries.